Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my Nonfiction November TBR. I'm only going to show you or tell you about 4 books. I read nonfiction very slowly because I want to retain the information. I want to learn, and plus sometimes when I figure out a new fact or when I learn a new fact, I want to research it more to learn more about it. So the current one I'm reading is The Monuments Men, The Allied Heroes, Nazi Thieves, and the greatest treasure hunt in history. I'm on page 146, and I'm going through this really slowly. I started it November 1st, and it's November 5th, and I've only read this much. It's about this unit of American and a couple British troops in World War II. They formed a unit to rescue and preserve and find cultural monuments, art pieces, and to save historic landmarks from being bombed and being stolen by the Nazis. It's good so far. It was turned into a movie. As you can see, Bill Murray, Matt Damon, George Clooney, John Goodman, and these 2 dudes. I don't know who they play, but I can kind of figure it out. But after I finish reading this, I'm going to watch the movie. I've been wanting to see the movie since I seen the trailer years ago, and I got this book from Dollar Tree I think a year or 2 ago, and I'm just now picking it up. The reason I'm doing Nonfiction November is because I am doing NaNoWriMo, and my first NaNoWriMo vlog will be going up after this video. I'm doing so well, and that's the reason I'm not reading fiction this month, is because I don't want to get mixed up and take pieces out of books and put it into my book. And it was just, no. The second book I'm going to read, it's going to be on Overdrive. It's an ebook. My library only has the ebook, and it is 6 Miles to Charleston. It is about the first female serial killer in America, and she lived in Charleston. And I learned about her. Her name was Lavinia Fisher, and I learned about her through Ghost Adventures when they investigated the old Charleston jail. So I'm going to read about that. I've never heard anything about her in school or since. I only know that she was the first female serial killer in America. And I'm going to be reading that after I finish this. I'm going to be reading it on Overdrive, and if it's good, I'm going to be getting my own copy. The third book I'm going to be reading is First They Killed My Father by, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, it's by this person, this lady. It takes place in Cambodia, and child soldiers in the Khmer Rouge. One of 7 children of a high-ranking government official lived a privileged life in Cambodian capital of Phnom Penh until the age of 5. Then in April 1975, Pol Pot's Khmer Rouge army stormed into the city, forcing Aung's family to flee and eventually disperse. She was trained as a child soldier in a work camp for orphans. Her siblings were sent to labor camps, and those who survived the horrors would not be reunited until the Khmer Rouge was destroyed. I got this recommendation from readtheworld.org. I will link that website down below. It is amazing if you want to go to a certain country or a certain continent and look up books from that certain place. They'll have a list. It's nonfiction and fiction, and I've already loved 2 of the books that I've read off of that site. And yeah, this is for Asia, Cambodia, and I'm hoping that I will be able to understand some of the language. I may have to research what it means, but that's fine. I'm hoping I get through it. The last one I'm going to get to this month is GI Brides, the wartime girls who crossed the Atlantic for love. I've had this on my TBR since I started really getting into my Goodreads, I saw this as a recommendation because I am fascinated by World War II fiction and nonfiction, as you can tell. I've read so many nonfiction books this year based on World War II that I just can't get enough. And I think this is, yeah, at the end of World War II, more than 70,000 GI brides followed the men they married, men they barely knew, to begin a new life in the United States. And it's about 4 women: Sylvia Bradley, Ray Brewer, Margaret Boyle, and Gwendolyn Rowe. I love that name, Gwendolyn. And yeah, I am interested in romances that took place in World War II, books that have instant romance between a native of a different country with a soldier in World War II. I love also soldier with a American girl, or a foreign boy falling for a soldier girl, or vice versa. Well, you couldn't really have girl soldiers in the battle except for war nurses. I think that's right. These authors is by Duncan Barrett and Nuala Calvi. I hope I'm saying that right. They are the best-selling authors of GI Brides and the Sugar Girls. Duncan studied English at Cambridge and now works as a writer and editor, specializing in biography and memoir. Nuala is a writer and a journalist. She trained at London College of Printing and has written for The Times, The Independent, the BBC, CNN, and numerous Time Out books. And they both live in London. So I'm going to try to get this one, because this has been on my TBR the longest, along with 6 Miles to Charleston. Ooh, and it has pictures. But yeah, that is it for my Nonfiction November TBR. I know it's short, but like I said, I take my time with nonfiction books. I am also going to be looking through some writing craft books. I have the 90 Days to a Novel. I'll put that picture right here. I'm going to be looking through it. I looked through it during the summer in Camp NaNoWriMo, and I didn't do anything like that. But yeah. Let me know what you're reading down below. Are you participating in Nonfiction November? Are you just reading fiction? Are you reading any type of nonfiction this month? And have you read these books? If you have, let me know down in the comments, and give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.